location, Cardullo's Gourmet Food Shop Incorporated, doing business as Cardullo's Gourmet Shop. Tim Wilson, manager, has applied to transfer the wine and malt beverages package store license currently held by Cardullo's Incorporated, done as Davila manager at 6 Brattle Street. Applicant is also applying to pledge said license and inventory to Enterprise Bank.
Madam Chair, members of the Commission, my name is Thomas, Thomas, Demakis, Demakis. I'm an attorney representing the petitioner. To my left are Richard and Kim Wilson, who are the principals of the petition. Do you want to spell the name of the
Kim Wilson, W-I-L-S-O-N.
Richard Wilson, W-I-L-S-O-N.
And to my right is Donez Cardullo, who is the manager of the present licensee.
Sure, Donez, D-O-N-E-Z, Cardullo, C-A-R-D-U-L-L-O, Davila, T-A-V-I-L-L-A.
We are here today petitioning for a transfer of the malt wine beverage license, package store license from the current licensee to my client, from the current licensee, Cardullo's Inc., DBA, Cardullo's Gourmet Food Shop, to my client, Cardullo's Gourmet Food Shop, Inc., doing business as Cardullo's Gourmet Shop. And also, we are going to ask you to approve a pledge of the license to Enterprise Bank, a pledge of the inventory to Enterprise Bank, and a change of the DBA from to Cardullo's Gourmet Shop, which is the name of the sign outside the door. My client, the Petitioner Corporation, the principals of the Petitioner Corporation, are Richard and Kim Wilson, sitting to my left. They're a husband and wife. They have substantial retail experience. Mrs. Wilson, who is the proposed manager of the new licensee, has more than 20 years of retail with Jordan Marsh, Five Leaves, Staples, Linens and Things, Staples, and other entities. Her husband, Mr. Wilson, has also much retail experience, including he was the CEO of a publicly traded company that had 220 retail stores in the Southwest. This is their first experience with an alcoholic beverage license. They're obviously very capable based on their prior backgrounds. They're very privileged to be the buyers of a Cambridge institution. Ms. Cardullo, seated to my right, this business has been in her family for 65 years as a local first. And my clients are going to run a family business. They're a husband and wife team. Their daughter, Madeline, who's a college student, is also going to be working in the business when she can. The financing, the purchase price is $775,000. Half of it is coming from Mr. Cardullo's personal funds. The other half is
Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson.
I was going to say, that was very generous of you.
I tried, for effort. Just wanted to see if everybody was paying attention. Mr. Wilson's personal funds, and the other half is going to be financed by Enterprise Bank. The inventory is extra, as it typically is in transactions such as this. We anticipate, we're estimating that the inventory will be roughly $100,000, and Enterprise Bank is providing a line of credit to the Wilsons to purchase the inventory. To the extent that the inventory possibly exceeds $100,000, that excess will be financed by Mr. Wilson. The lease with the landlord is a percentage lease, which means that the ABCC is going to require personal information forms and query forms. The landlord consists of 3 entities, and 3 entities have 11 principals. So that means we need 11 sets of personal information and query forms. We had a little bit of difficulty persuading the landlord that they needed to do this because they just did it in August of last year. The same ownership group, obviously Cardullo's is 6 Brattle Street, the same ownership group owns 21 Brattle Street. They produce personal information forms and query forms in connection with a petition by Chazumba LLC, which does business as Felipe's Taqueria. We finally prevailed upon them that they would have to do it again. And they've agreed, but we don't have. So we're hopeful that you'll approve our application tonight to transfer the license, pledge the license in the inventory to Enterprise Bank and allow us to change the DBA to Cardullo's Gourmet Shop, which is the sign on the door, subject to our producing to the ABCC the required personal information forms.
Thank you. I'd like to hear from you too. If you can tell me a little bit more about your experience and what challenges you think you may have.
Sure. So I'm a lifelong resident of Massachusetts, and I started my career at Jordan Marsh. And I've been in varying different retail careers. So Jordan Marsh, and then I worked for Filene's, and then I worked for Linens and Things for a period of time, and then I spent my last career was at Staples. So I've been in all different types of retail. Very, very passionate about customer service, the food industry. And as Tom alluded to, the alcohol beverage piece is a new piece for us. But Rich and I decided, I guess it was about almost more than a year ago, that we wanted to leave the corporate world and sort of start to find our own business. So we looked at a wide variety of businesses that could appeal to us and matched up with our skill sets. And Cardullo's Gourmet Shop came up, and it seemed to be a good fit for a whole host of reasons. It was local, it was family owned, and we wanted to continue the legacy here in Cambridge and Harvard Square with Cardullo's, and we've been working with Gomez and the Cardullo family to really make a smooth transition. We've become dedicated students of their business, as she's nodding away, so that we can continue all of the great service and community outreach that they do for Harvard Square.
I have a vast amount of retail experience from Filene's to BJ's Hotel Club, Lisa's New York, and I ran a company that was headquartered in Dallas as a public company CEO. As Tom has already mentioned, that business did a little more than $450 million. I'm very familiar in running a public company with state regulations and so forth. So very understand the complexities of running a public company, and I believe I can transfer those skills clearly to running a shop here in Harvard. So between the two of us, we have a lot of managerial and retail experience in other parts of managing a retail company. And the company I ran in Dallas also had a food element to it, and grocery. So we're familiar with that part of the business. And again, to Kim's earlier point, it is our intention to manage Cardullo's as Cardullo's. We want it to be a seamless transition in the community. It is our great fortune to be able to carry on that legacy in the Cambridge community. And it is, again, our intention to build upon the legacy that Gomez and her family and her father started.
Thank you.
May I add, Madam Chair, needless to say, if you approve this transfer, my clients are going to become tip certified.
Are going to,
Become tip certified.
they also have to be 21 proof in Cambridge.
21 proof, yeah, I heard that earlier.
Should be
Yep.
21 in January.
No questions.
So no extensive premise change at all?
No, not at all.
So you're leaving leaving everything as is and just kind of stepping right in?
We are, at this point, we're gonna step in and run it as is. At some point, we might update the deli, but in terms of the overall infrastructure and the way the shop is set up today, it is our intention to leave it that way. We'll do some, obviously, maintenance type things, but generally, the layout of the shop as it exists today, the assortment as it exists today, is what we intend on continuing to present to the public.
What will your hours of operation be?
Currently, the shop is open 9 to 9 every night, and except for Sunday is 10 to 7.
Do you foresee needing to hire other employees to work there?
Yes, currently the shop has approximately 12 employees at any given time. So there'll be a mix of full-time and part-time employees. About 80% of the shop's business today is non-beer or wine. It's grocery and deli. About 20% is the beer and wine piece of the business.
So our intention is to maintain the staffing module that they have now, and then as they have typically done, they ramp up for the holiday season with more part-timers to handle the holiday traffic. So we intend to just mimic what they have done.
So just the paperwork in order?
Except for missing quarters.
I knew you would catch it.
And I think the tax site ID number is also, there's indication in the file that it was applied for, but just hasn't.
I'll have,
Oh,
have
we
it.
have it actually.
We have it.
Yeah.
Okay, then if you could call us with that.
yes.
Other questions?
Are there any members of the public that wish to be heard in this matter? Seeing none. I make a motion that we approve the transfer of the wine and malt beverage package store license currently held by Cardullo's to, make sure I have this right, Cardullo's Gourmet Shop. Kim Wilson is manager. And also approve the pledge of said license of inventory to Enterprise Bank, and with the requirement of 21 proof training for both of you, and contingent upon receipt of the board forms
And the tax ID.
and the tax ID number.
Madam Chair, I assume implicit in that motion to transfer from Cardullo's to Cardullo's Gourmet Shop is approval of the changes that you did.
Yes, that is correct.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Thank you
Luck
very
to
much.
you.
Thank you very much.